Welcome everyone. Today our goal is to be a brick wall in Clash Royale. And what I mean by that is to let nothing get past us. We're going to try to mitigate as much damage as we can. So I built an all defensive deck, what I think is one of the most defensive decks in the game. And our goal is simply to mitigate as much damage as we can. Our goal is actually not to win. You'll probably notice that there's not a whole lot of offense in this deck. We're simply going to see how well we can defend, if we can mitigate most or all damage. So this is the deck that I've built. Evo Valkyrie and Evo Executioner should be a pain to get through if they try to build up a big push with Golem or have a beatdown push. These are two really annoying cards to get through. Rocket is there if they again try to build up a push with maybe Evo E-Dragon to just be able to rocket the support cards. Especially because E-Dragon kind of counters Skeleton Army and Bats. Skeleton Army is a great defensive card. It is kind of susceptible to any small spell, but it's still a good defensive card. So is Bar Barrel. Cannon is there as a cheap building. And then Arrows is there to be able to take out annoying cards that just sit in the back, like, you know, a Dark Goblin or a Princess or a Firecracker. My only concern with this is that we don't have a ton of air defense outside of the Executioner and Bats, so if they play a Balloon and we play Bats, they can play pretty much any small spell, and I don't know if the Executioner is going to take care of it in time, but we may make an adjustment to this deck. The reason why we're also doing the challenge mode is because I don't have either of these evolutions unlocked myself, so I had to do the challenge where all of the evolutions are usable. So we're going to see if we can mitigate, we're going to see how much damage we can mitigate. And that's also why we're going to be focusing today. We're going to be actually focusing on the gameplay because we're going to have to really lock in if we want to mitigate all damage. And this is perfect that we have Rocket in here. I didn't even consider that it would be good against Pump, but this may be good for us because we may be up against okay. We may be up against a beatdown deck, it looks like, with maybe Golem and E-Barbs, and then I think that was an Evil Royal Ghost. That, I shouldn't have played Executioner there. I probably should have played the Skeleton Army a little bit sooner, but I guess the Heal Spirit would have jumped on it. We'll just do Bar Barrel here to counter this for cheap. So I'm thinking that's what we're up against, and it's good because I kind of countered this deck to, or I kind of built this deck to counter decks like this that look like Golem, E-Barbs, beatdown style. And we've already taken a lot of damage, but I think if we can just take it into overtime and have him win on overtime damage, I would still consider that a win because these kind of decks are really hard to defend against. Just the Golem beatdown pushes, especially in double elixir. So our goal, I guess, for this one is just going to be not lose our tower until overtime damage. And now we have both Evos, so if he does go with his Golem push, because it's almost double, we should be able to counter it pretty well. We'll just keep rocketing the pumps as long as he keeps putting them there. And I'm expecting him to start building up his push now, or sometime soon. Three Musketeers. This is actually perfect. I don't know why he played them all in the same lane, but this is going to be nice for Rocket and Skeleton Army, except that we don't have either one, apparently. We'll just go with Skeleton Army here and pray that he doesn't have a small spell, and it doesn't look like he does. So again, we don't really have a solid way of getting... I don't actually know how we got all that damage on the right side. I guess just from rocket damage, but there's not a whole lot of offense, so I'm kind of surprised we've gotten damage already, I guess just from counter pushes. Okay. Let's try to wait till that... I think we killed the heal spirit, so we should be able to go with that. And then Evo Executioner should hopefully do a good job of... Oh, we won. Okay, well, we didn't do a good job of mitigating damage, but I'll take that. I guess that's a win. So, wait, I'm gonna watch that back. I don't know how we ended up. You can see that I've tried some other defensive decks that didn't really work out. I tried one with Monk and Rocket, then with Tornado in there, but there were quite a few defeats. So, was it just the Executioner on the right-hand side? Let's see. The Valkyrie? Wow, the Valkyrie on 1 HP took his entire tower. That was a miracle game. I don't know how we won that, but you know, it didn't really work the way that I thought it would. Didn't really mitigate damage, but we still ended up winning. So that's the Brick Wall deck. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and I will see you all soon.